Picture this, a future king swapping the pomp of palaces for the simple joy of planting trees and cradling a giggling baby in his arms. That's the heartwarming scene unfolding as Prince William embarks on a mission to inspire global climate action in Brazil, but is it enough to truly turn the tide on our planet's challenges? Stay tuned, because this royal adventure packs more than just photo ops. It's a bold statement on environmental stewardship that might just surprise you. Just an hour ago, the buzz was all about Prince William's charming escapade on Paqueta Island, a picturesque gem just a short ferry ride from the vibrant city of Rio de Janeiro. The Prince of Wales, ever the approachable figure, snapped selfies with delighted locals, tenderly held a tiny tot, and got his hands dirty planting new trees, all part of his whirlwind 5-day trip to the country. This South American sojourn isn't just a vacation, though. Prince William is here to unveil the prestigious Earthshot Prize, an annual accolade from the charity he founded, set for Wednesday. Imagine it as a global high-five for innovators tackling climate woes, doling out £1 million in 5 categories to projects repairing our beleaguered planet. And that's not all. He's slated to deliver a keynote speech at next week's COP30, the United Nations major gathering where world leaders huddle to strategize on curbing and adapting to escalating climate change. Think of COP summits as the planet's big family meetings, where nations debate everything from slashing emissions to building resilience against rising seas and fiercer storms. William is midway through his 5-day expedition, kicking off on Monday with a warm welcome from Rio's mayor, an exhilarating ascent to the iconic Sugarloaf Mountain, and even some fun training drills with kids at the legendary Maracana Stadium. This Brazilian John stands out as his most noteworthy royal commitment of the year, and intriguingly, it's his debut public appearance representing the royal family since the fallout from his Uncle Andrew's controversies shook the monarchy to its core. But here's where it gets controversial. Does a single high-profile visit really mend public trust, or is it just a public relations band-aid over deeper wounds? Fast forward to Tuesday, and the prince hopped on a 50-minute ferry to Paqueta, an idyllic island where automobiles are a no-go, and bicycles rule the roads as the go-to wheels. No traffic jams here, just serene pedals and a close-knit community of around 5,000 residents. He mingled with locals, soaking in the wonders of the island's lush mangrove ecosystems, which are like nature's own superheroes, trapping carbon dioxide to fight climate change and shielding coasts from turbulent storms. The reception was enthusiastic, with throngs of islanders lining up behind barriers to catch a glimpse. One memorable moment saw a grandmother eagerly passing her 10-month-old grandson, Joaquim Montero, into William's arms. The prince, with a playful grin, quipped about not letting the little guy slip away, then gently handed him back to his doting family. Andre Luis Jr., a local teacher and Joaquim's cousin, beamed with pride, noting how thrilled they were that the prince picked their tiny speck of land, calling it a unique gem right in Rio's heartbeat. To celebrate, the island dubbed it Day of the Prince, giving school kids the day off to wave handmade drawings and soak in the excitement. William also chatted up residents, like retired lawyer Glaucia Martinez, 60, who shared her take on Paqueta when he inquired. "It's safe, enchanting, and a wonderful spot to call home," she told him, emphasizing how everyone there lives in harmony. "The folks here, genuine, trustworthy souls," she added, before gushing about her admiration for the Princess of Wales. "And I have to say, I adore Kate." It's these personal touches that humanize royalty, turning formal visits into stories of connection. But is this enough to bridge the gap between elite figures and everyday people grappling with climate realities? Later, the prince explored the Guapamirim Mangrove Reserve via a boat tour, a safeguarded haven of natural splendor nestled in Guanabara Bay. Paqueta's mayor, Rodrigo Toledo, hailed the visit as incredibly significant, pointing out that the island is fully committed to safeguarding the environment, and we recognize that Prince William has poured his energy into this very cause. Mangroves, for those new to the concept, are coastal wonders that store vast amounts of carbon, Think of them as Earth's lungs along the shorelines, and they serve as vital buffers against storms, reducing flood damage and protecting wildlife. Toledo highlighted how a dedicated group of local guardians of the mangroves nurtures these areas, fostering both conservation and community pride. One such guardian, Eugenia Maria dos Santos, who assisted William in planting trees, described it as an honor to welcome him. What stands out most is his down-to-earth nature, she reflected. Many believe they're superior, but here he was, rolling up his sleeves and planting mangroves with his bare hands. It's moments like these that highlight humility in leadership, yet, this is the part most people miss. Does symbolic tree planting translate to meaningful policy shifts, or is it merely feel-good optics in a world demanding urgent, systemic change? Wrapping up his Brazilian journey, Prince William will head to Belém in the Amazon rainforest for his COP30 speaking slot. This marks his first solo international trek for a COP event, building on the groundwork laid by his father, King Charles III, who has long championed environmental causes. William joined his dad at the 2021 Glasgow summit, just 2 weeks after launching the inaugural Earthshot Prize. The prize, a decade-long commitment from the Prince, awards £1 million annually across 5 areas for groundbreaking climate restoration ideas, and Brazil's stop is right at the 5-year midpoint. It's a reminder of how royals are stepping into the environmental arena, but here's a subtle counterpoint. With climate action often criticized as too slow or symbolic, are these efforts empowering real progress, or just amplifying a narrative that distracts from corporate and governmental accountability? In the end, Prince William's Brazil trip is a tapestry of warmth, environmental passion, and royal duty. But let's ponder this together. Do you believe such high-profile gestures from figures like the Prince genuinely advance the fight against climate change, or are they overshadowed by the need for broader, more inclusive solutions? What are your thoughts on the role of celebrities and royals in environmental advocacy? Agree, disagree, or have a fresh perspective? Drop your comments below, I'd love to hear them.